All right, Bears training camp is about to begin very soon. So I got three major predictions I want to share with you guys. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports all back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears and here to talk about Bears training camp, which, as I mentioned, is quickly approaching. So, going to give you guys my predictions here. If you guys are new to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button down below. Please make sure to hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video. Let's hop right into this. So my first prediction for the Chicago Bears, and this is something that I've been saying pretty much all summer long, and I'm sticking by it. I'm making my claim here, which is I believe our starting left tackle is going to be a rookie in Ozzie Trapilo, right? So we know that there has been a battle for the left tackle spot throughout minicamp, throughout OTAs, and it has been with Ozzie Trapilo, Kieran Amagaji. Now, the incumbent starter, if you will, in Braxton Jones has been out with an injury. He is expected to be back in training camp, going to be limited to start and then ramp up as the days go by. But I believe Ben Johnson believes in continuity too much, and I think he realizes that having a brand new offensive line, you need as many reps, as much cohesiveness as possible, and I feel like Braxton Jones, again, through no fault of his own, that's just sometimes the reality of the situation, has just missed too much time to make up to where I think Trapilo has the edge on him and certainly on Kieran Amagaji, who I think is still raw at this point. And so to me, I think he's going to be our week one starter. Now, that might not mean he's going to start the entire season. We could still see Braxton start later in the season, but I think just to start early on in the season, week one and moving forward, I think Trapilo is going to get the first crack, guys. This is a talented kid. He's massive. We know the size, right? 6'8", like 300 plus. And it's just a guy at a position which is so crucial, Caleb's blind spot. And I feel like Ben Johnson believes in him, and I think he's been impressive. So to me, I'm staking my claim, saying Ozzie Trapilo is our starting left tackle as my first prediction. All right, prediction number two, which is also something that I've been saying all offseason, but it has not come true just yet. And I'm taking my one final stab at this, which is I believe that during training camp, at some point, the Bears do add a running back, okay? I know you guys are probably so sick of this, like, Faiz, how are you still stuck on this? Well, we did have a report come out like a few weeks ago saying that, I think it was one of the NFL reporters saying that the Bears could potentially be looking at running backs like a Jamal Williams, who's still out there. We got guys like Gus Edwards, Jeff Wilson. Now it's a far cry from the J.K. Dobbins and Nick Chubbs of the world. But I believe we just need one more running back to complete this room. As much as Ben Johnson probably believes in Swift and Roshan and the rookie they drafted in Kyle Manangai, we still need a bruiser who can give us short yardage backs and specifically at the goal line. And I believe Jamal Williams would be perfect for that. He played under Ben Johnson, literally led the league in rushing touchdowns that one season with like 17. So he would be the top choice. But again, like I said, there's some other guys out there like a Gus Edwards, like a Jeff Wilson. So I just feel like they're going to go ahead and take a look at this running back room one more time in training camp and just feel like, hey, let's just add another body and see what happens. And obviously there's a possibility of it happening during the season, but I'm going to say it happens during training camp. That is my second prediction. All right. And finally, my third prediction is that the wide receiver 3 spot is going to go to Olamide Zaccheaus. All right. Olamide Zaccheaus was somebody that we signed in the offseason from the Washington Commanders. So this is following my theme of guys that have been available in the offseason to, obviously practice in OTAs and in minicamp. And Luther Burden, our rookie that we drafted, has just missed too much time. And I feel like Zaccheaus is a guy Ben Johnson's going to trust. He's a guy who played pretty well for the Commanders last season, man. And he's a savvy veteran. He knows how to get open. He knows obviously how to catch. And he's a guy I just feel like is reliable. All right. And we need as many reliable weapons as we can get. We obviously know Rome and DJ are the 1 and 2. But that third wide receiver spot is open. And I think Zaccheaus starts at the wide receiver 3 spot to win at the start of the season, and he wins that job during training camp. And the other thing I just want to point out is I believe we're going to carry 5 receivers. I think it's going to be DJ Moore, Rome Odunze, Olamide Zaccheaus, Luther Burden, and then Devin Duvernay. And I think Tyler Scott gets cut. That's another kind of mini prediction, if you will, in there. I just feel like there's no room here for him. with the guys that we do have. So to me, I feel great about this receiving room. And keep this in mind. We have 2 tight ends that we're going to play a lot in Cole Kmet and Colson Loveland. So that's another receiving option out there to where, hey, you don't need all these receivers because we've got a tight end that we drafted with our first overall pick in Colson Loveland, who's going to play a lot. And then, of course, you got Cole Kmet. So to me, those are my 3 major predictions for the Bears in training camp. So again, just to recap, I believe Ozzie Trapilo wins the starting left tackle job. I believe the Bears add a running back, probably Jamal Williams. And I believe Olamide Zaccheaus wins the wide receiver 3 job. Let me know what you guys think about that. Agree or disagree. Leave a comment down below with your thoughts as always. Thanks for watching.